All right, it's time for the second biggest spread of the week, Sam. The Arizona Cardinals at the Washington Commanders. It's 7. Commanders by 7.
Yikes.
What are Cardinals spreads going to look like this year, man? We're going to be getting up into 3 to 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The Commanders have a second-year, fifth-round quarterback with 1 start, and their top receiver is injured and is probably a game-time type of decision, and the Commanders are still favored by 7.
Yeah, it's not great, Bob.
Against any other team, it's a double-digit spread for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
It's not a knock on the Commanders. It's just like 7. Like, the Commanders aren't going to be favored by 7 very often. So Josh Dobbs gets the start for the Arizona Cardinals over rookie fifth-rounder Clayton Tune.
This is the second time in like 2 years that somebody has basically brought in Josh Dobbs, like thrown him right in there as a starter. Now, it's a little bit more time for the Cardinals. Remember, like Titans took a 5-minute look at Malik Willis and went, oh, hell no. Grab Josh Dobbs and put him in next week. That's better.
Josh Dobbs is the rent-a starter, man. Rent-a QB.
And there's a connection there, right, with the new coaching staff in Arizona, which is, I think, why they've done it. But still, Josh Dobbs being grabbed and thrown in there as a starter feels like a capitulation and a surrender flag and we are ensuring that our draft pick is as strong as possible. Like, this is how you tank. This is how you don't do it by going out there and saying, guys, we're trying to lose this game. You do it by saying our quarterback is Josh Dobbs and there's no better option. Good luck. Like, that's how you tank, and that's what the Cardinals are doing.
I appreciate the listeners and viewers who tagged us to make sure that we saw that the Barbarian, Dennis Gardeck,
captain,
has been named captain for the Arizona Cardinals, and rightfully so.
I mean, how could you not name somebody nicknamed the Barbarian as a captain?
Right, so I appreciate the people that pointed that out for us, but yeah, Arizona's in transition.
You see the way, so Dion at Colorado, they don't have C for captain. He has L for leader and B for baller, I think, are the two letters that he assigns to players. I feel like the Barbarian should have just B.
Just for Barbarian?
Right, like there's 4 or 5 C's, for captain, and then Dennis gets B.
He's the Barbarian.
Barbarian.
I love it. I don't know if the Barbarian's enough to cover the 7 against Washington. So we get to see year 2 of Sam Howell here. Mentioned Terry McLaurin dealing with that turf toe injury, but even without him, Jahan Dotson did some really nice things as a rookie, looking pretty good. Yeah, what else to look for in this game?
If the quarterback for Arizona was Clayton Tune, does the line move? And if so, which direction?
No, because he's an unproven rookie. Dobbs isn't bad. Like, he was reasonable in a game and a half for Tennessee. He was reasonable. He's not bad. He's like any of those other
bad quarterbacks.
No, just starter 32, starter 40, starter 45 in the NFL in a 1-week setting. Can they be like they're not? He's not. There's a few guys that have been thrown out there through the years who had 0 chance.
Yeah.
Duck a couple of years ago. Ben DiNucci.
Better than Josh Allen, I heard once.
They were, Please don't tag us on that stuff. Some other person said that. Those guys had no shot.
No.
Right? Like, Josh Dobbs can run an offense and be reasonable. So don't call him bad. Like, you don't want him starting more than 4 games.
It's not bad. It's just not good.
So he could keep it close-ish. I just don't think there's enough talent for Arizona.
Yeah,
so let's talk about this game quickly.
Okay. And let's be honest, the interest in this game is not coming from the Arizona side. That offense, Josh Dobbs, okay, he's not bad, but he's not good, and he doesn't have an awful lot of help around him. Their offense is probably not going to be that fun to watch. Michael Wilson might be interesting, a rookie wide receiver, but still, that's not where the interest is. Now, Arizona's defense is going to be vaguely fascinating because it doesn't look good. There are also, some position changes there. Zaven Collins, how's he going to do on the edge versus an off-the-ball, inside linebacker? That's fascinating to watch, but really the thing to watch in this game, I think, is Washington. Like, Sam Howell, Eric Bieniemy's offense, how does that function? It looked, reasonably good in preseason. Sam Howell is one of these guys now that is sort of like quarterback TJ Edwards, where like every stage it's looked good, it's graded well, it's been pretty decent, But you keep stepping up. You got to do it now in regular season. Preseason was one thing. Cameo at the end of last season was another thing. Now you got a 17-game schedule. You got to do it for. That's a different world.
I think Howell's going to look like a star in this game.
Really?
I keep saying when we wake up Monday morning. Remember Jonathan Gannon when he took over as defensive coordinator for the Eagles, 2021? That stretch, the first 6-7 games of the week, every quarterback completed over 80% of their passes.
It was just nothing but pure vanilla zone.
It was the most vanilla, soft zone I've ever seen. And the personnel...
It looked like a preseason defense until like week 9.
And the personnel in Philadelphia wasn't that bad. They had a great defensive line still. And then last year they had much better personnel, and he was a little bit more aggressive in the whole deal. The personnel will not give him a chance. Zaven Collins is moving from linebacker to pass rusher. You can't do that. It's not going to work. That's my feeling on Arizona. It's not that. I think Sam Howell is going to have a huge game week 1. I don't know what's going to happen beyond that, but I think we're looking at an Arizona Cardinals team that's going to make a lot of people look like stars this year. So I'm going to say Washington covers the 7 here in week 1.
Yeah, it does look like they are setting up to institutionally tank to make sure that next year they have as much draft capital as humanly possible. Whether or not they're taking Caleb Williams at the top, they want to make sure that it's their pick so that if they're not taking him, they can trade it for $1 million draft picks.
It's a fine move. It's the right move. We'll see who's part of the rebuild this year in Arizona. That's what we'll be watching.